Gatling lets it launch. Whoa, Gatling on with that shoulder as we remind you is Gatling heat check.
Wow.
Gatling catch and shoot. Gatling. Wow. Oh.
And he is feeling it.
Gatling 5 for 5 tonight. And he hits another. 6 for 6.
Come on now.
And it was raining threes, in fact, at Pauley Pavilion last Wednesday night as the Buffaloes open up their LA swing with a nice victory over the UCLA Bruins. Hi, everybody. Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Welcome into the Stampede. This guy can hit some threes as well. Lucas Siewert from the Buffs basketball team. That was a great way to get that series started, though, in Los Angeles. It's not often a team goes into Pauley Pavilion and wins 2 years in a row. You guys have done that.
Yeah, my first year there, it was last year.
First win ever last year there.
First win ever.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that until we won. So that was pretty exciting to go 2-0. So I'm still undefeated down there. Yeah,
I like it. Did you know the history of that building? I mean, being from Brazil, were you aware of John Wooden and what UCLA means to college basketball?
Yeah. I mean, when I first moved to the U.S., I bought his book and I actually read it. But you know, so I do know a little bit, but not. I just know John Wooden's history over there.
You know what it's like to hit a few threes. Boy, Shane was feeling it. When you're in a string like that, that basket must look enormous when you're
out there. I know Shane's, when he hits 2-3 shots, his confidence goes all the way up. So it was great to see him feeling himself.
When the ball is going in like that and shots are falling, he had 7 3-pointers. Deshaun Schwartz had 3 3-pointers in that ball game. It kind of helps everything. When the ball's going in, defense, everything's going well.
Yeah, everything just goes up another notch. You know, so but we got to be careful with that because when the shots are not going in, we still got to play with that same intensity. So, but it's great when the shots are going in.
There was something though about that game offensively. In fact, there was an offensive set you guys had out there where you made about 9 passes in about 0.3 of a second. I thought Tad was going to do cartwheels down, and he was pointing that out. I know to you guys, saying that's the way offense is supposed to be.
Yeah, that was as good of an offense that we've ever seen. And I was fortunate to hit that shot. So that was great.
When the ball moves like that, it's almost guaranteed to go in.
Yeah, it's a given. It's got to go in.
Well, Lucas and the Buffaloes got a great victory over UCLA. By the way, on Sunday, when the CU women knocked off USC here at the Event Center, it was also National Girls and Women in Sports Day, and they had a great celebration here at the Event Center.
We are here today. We are celebrating National Women's Sports Day. So each sport has a little clinic they're putting on. We're obviously playing soccer behind us, and we've had a really great turnout. It's awesome that we have these days, and it's important because we need to make sure that we're celebrating women's in sports and making sure we're role models for the kids in our community, as well as they can see that they have an opportunity to go and play college athletics and see how powerful it can make you as a woman and a female. This is probably one of our favorite days of the year because we really get to give back to the little kids and we get to play with them. Obviously, I'm sweating a lot because I've been really playing a lot, but it's really fun for us to get to interact and really give back to the community who supports us all year round. Not only is it great for us, but the kids also get to interact with us athletes, and that's just awesome for everybody. I really wish we could do this more than once a year, but it's great that we get to do it either way. Some of the sports I've seen today are soccer, golf, basketball, I think ski, so it's been a great turnout. Really got all of our women's sports here in one place, which is great. All the female student athletes, we love this day. We all get to come together and interact, and it's just great for us and great for the community. Parents really love to come see their kids do it. Actually, we've had a couple parents participate in the events, which is great, and so it's just been an awesome day.
A great day at the CU Event Center with the CU women. They knocked off USC. So did Lucas Siewert and the Buff men, sweeping the LA schools. That was a little bit of emotion after that ball game when you guys knocked off the Trojans. Yeah, there was a lot of emotion going into that game. We talked about it in the locker room before the game, during halftime, and it was just a great relief after the game because, there's a lot of history for the past 2 years over there. There's a little bit of drawing going on with the court, I noticed out there, too. A little extracurriculars,
Yeah, it's pretty fun, though. I like playing with teams like that.
The Buffaloes had to win that one on the defensive end. So here we're talking about that UCLA game when the ball's going in. That was not the case at USC.
Yeah, and we did. Tyler got that big defensive rebound at the end that pretty much guaranteed us the win. And yeah, we're just pretty locked in for the past 3 games now. And we're just guarding for 40 minutes, and it's been great for us.
All right, Lucas. Now the Buffaloes got 5 of 7, in fact. Right here at home, down the stretch, you've got the Arizona schools coming in. Arizona State on a Wednesday, over the weekend, Arizona. Really a chance to make some noise here down at
Yeah,
you guys feel you're playing well enough?
Yeah, we have an opportunity to do something special. We're playing great at the right time of the year. So if we can keep building on that to the Pac-12 tournament, and maybe, we can make a run and go into the tournament and hopefully make another one.
When you guys are better defensively, like you were at Southern Cal, what's happening in the defensive end?
I think we're just we're just really locked into the scouting report, you know, knowing who's a driver, knowing who's a shooter, having each other's back, talking to each other, knowing that we got their backs, so they feel comfortable guarding the ball, or, you know, help side, blocking out for defensive rebound. We've just been pretty great at that.
I like it. You know, Tad Boyle preaches defensive rebounding against all you guys.
Yeah, defensive rebounding.
Every moment of every day, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, keep up the good work. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, that's Lucas Siewert. He and the Buffaloes have got the Arizona schools coming to town this weekend, now on a 3-game win streak. Coming up next, we continue talking men's basketball. Associate head coach Mike Rohn joins us next.
With the steal, ahead to a streaking Thornton, who got denied at the rim by Tyler Bay. And Thornton goes down in a thud.
Well, that was a great defensive play by Tyler Bay. The Buffaloes got the sweep in Los Angeles, knocking off USC at the Galen Center. Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Associate head coach Mike Rohn joining us for a couple of minutes. This team has all of a sudden kind of found itself last few ball games, hasn't it?
Well, it feels a lot better, that's for sure. That road trip, the guys did come together a little bit more, and we played a little tougher, and you know they saw the result of that.
You know, you go back to that UCLA game just a few nights ahead of that on Wednesday night. That game, the Buffs were hitting everything. I mean, 14 three-pointers in that contest. What I liked about this USC game, this game had to be one on the defensive end.
Yeah, we talked about that with our guys today. Oregon was the same way.
That's right.
I think we made 4 threes. We were 4 for 20 from 3 against Oregon, and then we did have the explosion against UCLA, which is what we're waiting for. We're hoping we get a few more of those so we don't put as much pressure on our defense, but the guys are buying in, and they're understanding that we can still win games if we're not shooting the ball well. Even though we did get some good shots, but that's nice to see, because that we talk about defense travels and rebound travels on the road. Yeah. And it did this weekend.
So when you say they're buying in defensively, what are they doing differently defensively that's making them more effective on that end?
We're definitely boxing out better. You can just see that without a doubt. We've become, I think we're top 10 in the country in defensive rebound percentage. So we're doing a much better job of limiting people to one shot. And that's a big thing, obviously. And I think we're just getting second efforts. We're helping a little bit more. Maybe we have decided to be a little more gap oriented to help our guys on the ball. So I think the combination of those things is what's kind of helping us be a little more connected defensively.
And there's something about not allowing, when that ball's not going through the hoop, to affect you on the defensive end. But the mental aspect of it.
It's a huge thing. And sometimes young guys they when the ball's not going through,
right?
The heads drop, and we still got a few guys that do that. But at this time of the year, they should understand that you're not always going to make shots. Yeah,
the Buffs are growing up. They've won 3 straight. That was a big win at the Galen Center. We caught up with Tad Boyle giving his post-game speech to the Buffaloes after the victory over the Trojans.
And that is going to do it. And look at Tad Boyle. Is he enjoying this one? Did Colorado want this one? You bet.
Here we go! Here we go! Get on! Get going!
Toughness. Tough. Enough. Hey, that was a toughness win down the stretch. I'm so proud of you guys. And as a team victory, we're getting better, guys. You can feel it. You can see it. You can sense it. You guys are believing in each other. You're playing for each other. All we got to do, guys. All we got to do. Hey. We talk a lot about the guys that came before us. Obviously, we got Nate on staff. Carlin's here. You got a championship. And I want you guys to have. Yes, sir. And we on 3. 1, 2, 3, bang.
Well, it was an emotional postgame as the Buffaloes picked up their 3rd straight victory, knocking off USC. We continue with Associate Head Coach Mike Rohn. Now you got the Arizona schools coming to town. Buffs dropped a couple of ball games on the road earlier this season. In fact, opening up Pac-12 conference play. This ASU team you got coming in here. Now, you've seen some great athletes here recently, and they don't take a backseat to any of these teams that we've seen here in the recent past.
No, they don't. They're a special group of guys, athletically, size, and very similar to Oregon in some aspects in that regard. And so, it's going to present some challenges for us, but I think our guys are ready because they know we didn't do as well on that road trip as we needed to.
Right.
For sure.
Right. Yeah. In fact, that ASU game especially. I mean, Buffs competed down at Tucson. That one against Arizona State down at Tempe kind of got away from the Colorado Buffaloes.
It did. It was a unique game. You know, they had lost the night. You know, the game before to Utah kind of caught them off guard, and that was their second loss in a row. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, I think we caught them at a bad time, so to speak. And they started a big lineup. They played zone right away, which they really, you know, they only do about 6% of the time. So, you know, I don't know if that caught our guys off guard a little bit. But we didn't play very well. We had a chance to cut it to 11, I think, with about 5 minutes to go in the half. And then, you know, you just got away from us a little bit.
It's important in any game, but maybe against a team like ASU to jump on them early, isn't it?
Well, you got to let them know right away that you're ready. You know, you're going to box them out and you're going to play physical, because if you don't, you know, they're just going to keep coming in waves at you, and we can't let them smell that blood. All
right, it's good to have a home-heavy schedule down the stretch. Good luck.
Absolutely. Thanks.
All right, that's Mike Rohn with the Buff staff. Buffaloes have got 5 of their last 7 here at the CU Event Center, including Arizona State on Wednesday, and then over the weekend, the Arizona Wildcats come to town. Coming up next, talk about big wins. The CU women got a big win. Alexis Robinson is going to join us next as the Buffs also knocked off the Trojans on the women's side.
Obviously, there's so many teams would turn on each other, but everyone is stuck together, okay, and believed in each other and believed in themselves, and I'm just unbelievable. I've never been more proud. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Well, the CU women having a little fun in the locker room after picking up their first Pac-12 conference victory, 81-76 over USC. I see a pattern for the Buffaloes over the weekend. That one was here at the CU Event Center. Alexis Robinson, who had a huge shot in that one. Huge game against UCLA the game before that. That was kind of fun, though, in the locker room after picking a victory up, huh?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was really unexpected, and it was really awesome just to give that moment to Coach Jay.
Okay. Whose idea was it to drench her with the Gatorade?
It was either mine or Peanuts. It might have been Peanuts.
All right.
I think it was Peanuts.
Right.
Yeah.
But you see, you can do that as an upperclassman. That's okay. You can't get in trouble, right?
Right. Exactly.
It kind of takes the pressure off a little bit when you go out and get a win like that, doesn't it?
It does. It does a lot for sure.
Yeah. And
it felt really good.
Allows you to kind of relax a little bit and play some basketball. Take us to that shot. 32.7 seconds left. It looked like the Buffs were going to win it. The last couple of minutes got a little tenuous at different times. You hit a shot like that, and kind of seals that victory. Take us through that play.
Well, I knew the shot clock was going down. I knew I had to make a play, so I said, why not a 3? That's what I do, so might as well.
Did you know it was going in when you let it loose?
I actually didn't, no. I had no clue. At first I thought she might have tipped it. She was such a long defender, but it was, I was pretty happy it went in.
Good execution by the Buffaloes down the stretch of that game, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. We had some crucial defense, and that's really what won us the game.
Take us back to the game on Friday. UCLA, heck of a ball game. In fact, Alexis had 33 points in that contest. Near miss there. Thought you guys were going to get the victory there, but that was a big game too.
That was definitely a big game. That just showed us that we can compete with a lot of teams, and that just gave us a lot of confidence, I think, going into USC.
Yeah, Buffaloes nearly had a sweep of UCLA and USC, but they get the victory over the Trojans. We'll talk more about that, what's coming up for the CU women. We did catch up with Mya Hollingshed. She was the leading scorer after the Trojans' victory.
The Buffs are off the schneid here in the Pac-12. They beat USC 81-76. The final feels like a championship and a big sigh of relief.
Been a sweep. We worked hard all year to finally actually come out here and get a dub. It makes us feel like we finally accomplished what we came out here to do. I just know I can bring a lot more to my team, so I just had to play hard, rebound, and then shoot the open shot. But I just tried to be aggressive in the beginning, and it kind of worked out to our favor because we ended up taking the lead, and now we got the win. We just got to be consistent. These are my dogs right here. I ride with them any day. I love them to death. I'll fight behind any one of them. We just came out here and we just did everything that we know how to do, and then we just fight behind each other. We play for each other.
Mya Hollingshed after the victory for the Buffaloes over USC, picking up victory number 1. We continue with Alexis Robinson. She had 16 points, including that big three-pointer down the stretch against USC. So does it take the pressure off a little bit and let you guys just go out and have some fun down the stretch?
Yeah, it takes a lot of pressure off. It just shows us we are capable of winning games, and that's just hopefully that's what we're going to do from now on out.
Yeah, what is a team, especially a young team? I mean, you're one of the older players in the team. What do they learn, though, from victory, do you think?
I think just, honestly, they learn a lot of confidence. Like, they gain a lot of confidence from winning games like that.
Yeah. And you know, you can make a mistake, but yet rebound and just continue. The men's team has talked a little bit about that, about not hanging the head and coming, you know, forgetting the last possession and going out down. That's kind of a lesson young players have to learn, don't they?
For sure, definitely, yeah.
How about this weekend? Buffaloes go down, take on the Arizona schools this weekend. In fact, they started out with Utah, but the first real series was Arizona. Pretty good matchups the first time. Feel confident going down there?
Yeah, definitely. Feeling pretty confident. Got this win. Both those teams, we played them pretty close. I think it'll be some good games.
Yeah, with Kennedy out, you've had to take some more responsibility in his team, haven't you?
Yeah, I definitely have this picking up a little bit of scoring, some leadership roles for sure.
All right. Well, good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
All right. Alexis Robinson. She and the Buffaloes got victory number 1 of the Pac-12 season. They knocked off USC. Coming up next, Ann Elliott joins us as the lacrosse team got its season underway this past weekend. We'll talk with the head coach of CU Lacrosse next.
Florida came out of the gates, went up 7-0 on the attack. What was your take on this game? What did you guys learn from today?
We need to work harder for 50-50 balls. I think we struggled with the draw, and battling against a really physical team, we need to be tougher and get those 50-50 balls.
Got a couple of freshmen today. Charlie Rudy got 2 goals. Liz Phillips got 1 late. They get their first career goals. You're in your senior year now. As you head into the senior year and you think back through the years here in Boulder, your time here, what do you want to see happen? You're a captain. What do you have on your chart, and how are you trying to lead this team this year?
Well, we've got a pretty young team, and I think it's just encouraging those younger girls to step up because they're all really talented. Kate stepped up on the draw today, and she did a really great job. And like you said, Charlie and Liz did a really great job too, and they just need to keep gaining confidence as we go.
Senior Miranda Stinson after the Buffaloes' season-opening loss to Florida. As we talk a little lacrosse here, the Buffalo Stampede. Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Ann Elliott, head coach for the Buffaloes, coming off a 16-9 loss to number 6 Florida. Give us a comment or two about that one.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a tough start for us, but, you know, we wanted to go out and we want to play the best teams. And so I think we'll learn a lot from that loss. There's a lot of things I wish we would have done better and just coming out competing with a different mentality. But at the same time, I think we'll grow, and it'll really help us in the long run. When
you get a team of that caliber coming in here, it's not like you're chopped liver, for goodness sakes. You're a top 25 team. But allowing them to jump out quickly on you, that kind of puts you behind the 8 ball initially.
Yeah, I think, going behind right off the bat, it's tough. And I think, we needed a stronger mentality and more confidence in ourselves to bounce back a little bit quicker. And we struggled in that at times. And I think for a younger team that we have, it's a good lesson to learn, and it's a lesson on the mentality you need to bring every time and putting the pressure on the other team.
Was part of that mentality learning to play physically against a team like that?
Yeah, I mean, Florida's obviously a very physical team, and we practice. We played that Northwestern team's a physical team, and we're not physical in our own right. So, part of it's definitely just learning to play through, and I think at the end of the day, it's just learn to compete and going out there with the confidence to compete against a team, whether they're ranked number 1 or not ranked at all. You got to bring the same mentality every time.
It was good to see Colorado, though, after dropping 7 quick goals there, to kind of fight back in that first half.
Yeah, definitely. I thought we had spurts where we fought back, and we did some nice things, and we did some things better than we did the last weekend, but we couldn't sustain it for the whole 60 minutes and for long enough, and that hurts you when you play a great team like Florida.
So the Buffs coming off a loss to open up the season against Florida. Interesting story with this team. They had a player last year, sophomore Aine Williams, who had a mysterious illness and really faced some challenges midway through last season.
On and off, I just started feeling pretty sick. And after like 3 or 4 days of that going on, I had my roommate Devin take me to the hospital. I kind of just thought maybe I had like the flu or something, but as time went on, I got like harder to breathe, harder to walk. And then I got transported to CU Health. All things kind of started to crash, and then things progressively got worse and worse. They said it was cryptogenic organizing pneumonia, and I had heart and lung failure, and I was put in a coma. I was on life support for 3 weeks. After about like a week and a half, somehow I just miraculously started getting better and better. I had to relearn how to walk and relearned how to eat and chew. I went home and started going to PT, and my high school coach, Meredith Frank, let me help coach my high school teams. Being in the lacrosse community and getting up every day and doing something productive, I think that really helped me get back on track, especially coming back here.
She's such an incredible person and member of our program that when she got sick, it was really hard for us to just see how strong she was. For all of our players that are 18 to 22, you can get caught up in a lot of things, and to just see someone like her and what she's gone through and how committed she's remained to our program, it's really incredible, and it reminds you there are bigger things in life going on and that we're so fortunate for the opportunities we have every day to be together.
From the minute I woke up, Ann was there. That was always on my mind, going back to play lacrosse, and I think if I didn't have that, I still could be back at square one, but since that's been in my mind and that's been pushing me towards my goals of getting better and stronger, I think that it means everything to me.
Well, that was terrifying for your team there, what she went through last year.
Yeah, I mean, crazy. I mean, after losing Julia and then heading into our first game, to have a player get sick so suddenly and end up in the hospital in critical condition was definitely, you know, uncharted territory for us, and something our players really had to deal with and kind of struggle with all year.
Yeah, so now she's trying to fight back from that. And although she's back at practice with you, not full go just yet.
Yeah, you know, she's limited in a few things, but she's able to practice for the most part, just in some conditioning stuff here and there. She's done an incredible job, you know, getting herself back to here, and it's always been important for her to come back and be a part of this team, and that's a huge importance for us, too, so it's incredible to see.
Yeah, without question. Well, best of luck to Aine as she works her way back. All right, for the Buffaloes after the big game against number 6 Florida, not an easy one. You got to go on the road against another great team in Virginia Tech this weekend.
Yeah, we're excited. We're excited about this matchup and have another chance to kind of bounce back and see where we're at. Obviously, last year here playing them, things went our way. A lot of things went our way and not theirs. So we know going into there, it's going to be a team that's ready for us and prepared and wants to get some revenge. So we're really excited to kind of step out there and see what we can prove too.
And then after that one against Va Tech, they got Stony Brook and Michigan. Big weekend the following weekend here at Kittredge Field.
Yeah, it's an awesome year to see some lacrosse in Colorado. So Stony Brook will be great. And then Michigan, I think, you know, I said earlier to our girls, might be the most underrated team in the NCAA right now. I think they're going to be playing really well. They're well coached with Hannah, my former assistant, and that'll be another huge challenge for us.
All right, not putting the cart ahead of the horse. Good luck against Virginia Tech.
Thank you.
All right, Ann Elliott, lacrosse coach for the Colorado Buffaloes. They got a big weekend on the road before coming home with Stony Brook and Michigan. As we put a wrap this week on the Buffalo Stampede, I'm voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. We'll talk to you next time.